The Mets are the first team in Major League Baseball to reach 20 wins off the back of none other than himself, Brandon Nimmo, as he has 2 home runs, 1 grand slam, 9 RBIs. He goes 4 for 6 with 4 runs. The guy had a takeoff night tonight. What a wonderful night for Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo's been struggling. He had a botched play out there in left field earlier in the series. I think that was game 2 or game 3 or whatnot. But he has completely bounced back tonight or this afternoon, this evening, whatever you want to call it, after this game. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful game for that guy. And I'm glad to see him doing good and breaking out. And I hope that he continues to shine because he's one of my favorite players on this team. And I don't want to see anything happen to him. I don't want him to go anywhere. Now, Nimmo has tied Carlos Delgado with 9 RBIs for the franchise record. I don't think that's the MLB record, but for franchise record, Mets record, he is tied with Carlos Delgado. So congratulations to him. And unfortunately, but fortunately, Vientos messed up his opportunity, ruined his opportunity to try to beat that record I think it was the 8th. Yeah. Vientos hit a 3-run shot, cleared the bases or whatnot, and Nimmo had to go up there and hit by himself, which he subsequently just grounded into a ground out or whatnot. So he wouldn't even really got another RBI anyway. Well, he could have. He could have, depending on which way they went, if they didn't try to attack home plate or whatnot. Maybe somebody could have snuck in. But nonetheless, he didn't get that, but still 9 RBIs is amazing. Now, the Mets tied this series with the Nats, with the Nationals. Now, some people would say that's a bad thing or whatnot. That's not really good that they tied up a series with the Nationals, but we all have to remember this is Major League Baseball. All of these guys know how to play, but I'm still proud of this team, and I think this team is doing excellent. Today, putting up 19 runs on the board shows what this team is really capable of. Now, the Mets don't have the best pitching core or whatnot. Yes, we understand that, but this is also the same Mets team that swept the Phillies, and the Phillies are a dog of a team. So let's not act like they really haven't played anybody yet, even though they did take a couple of hits to the to the Nationals. Now, I will say this. There were a couple of botched plays. Soto had that pop fly that he missed out there that kind of cost some runs. Nimmo had that botched play, like I said earlier, in left field. That kind of botched, that gave up a run. And each one of those runs is crucial, especially, at this level of play or whatnot. I would also say that game 3, I think when Jose Butto was in there, I think it was in the 6th inning or whatnot, he was struggling. He was struggling a lot. And there was no reason why Mendoza did not go out there and at least give him a mound visit or start to get that bullpen ready and swap him out, because he subsequently gave up a 3-run home run and Nationals were right back in the game. The momentum swung back in their favor and they ended up taking the game and winning that game 8-7, I think was the final score or whatnot. But I mean, all in all, the last couple of games, the Mets have put up a lot of runs. What is that? 26 runs, something like that in the last 2 games, excuse me. That's a lot of runs, folks, and those guys are doing really well, and they're really dominating right now. It seems as if that's the case. They're still the number 1 team in baseball, 19 runs up in this game, and they also are the first team to 20 wins in Major League Baseball. Let's talk about a couple of players. Jeff McNeil, I'd like to see Acuna stay there at second base or whatnot over Jeff McNeil. That play that Jeff McNeil, where he missed that ground ball in either game 2 or game 3, I don't remember off the top of my head, but that ground ball that helped lead to that loss in one of those games, one of those back-to-back losses. I think that if Acuna is there, Acuna makes that play. He at least stops the ball. Maybe he doesn't get the out, but he at least stops the ball, stops the run, and stops that momentum swing. So I would really like to see Acuna stay there at second, or maybe rotate there with second. Jeff McNeil out there in center field. He's a utility player. He plays outfield all the time, so it's not going to be anything new for him. But as far as the better athlete, I think that Acuna is showing that is him. McNeil is a little bit older. Acuna has some nice young legs. Acuna had 3 hits this evening, doing really well. His average is 288. He's got a 711 OPS, so he really does look like he's a major league player. Even though he's a rookie, he is standing out early in the season, and I think he's just going to get more comfortable and get better as time goes on. Vientos had a really good night, man. 3-run home run, looked really good out there defensively or whatnot, so nothing to really complain about there. Soto didn't look too bad. He got himself a couple of hits tonight. Quiet night for Lindor, but hey, it happens sometimes. He's still a Golden Glove defensive player, and I feel comfortable having him out there at shortstop. Wouldn't want to trade him out there for anybody else right now at this time. So all in all, a really good game, man. I'm still proud of this team. I'm still happy for them. I think that they're going to continue to grow. They're going to continue to gel, and everything is just going to just get better and better as time goes on. And as we roll into October, hopefully we've got ourselves a playoff team that can go into the postseason and dominate, because right now it's looking like they are going to make it there. Unless something catastrophic happens, I don't really see anything being a problem with them making it deep into later on this year. Now, just for an honorable mention, if I don't know if you follow the channel or not, you should go ahead and follow the channel. We talk about a lot of Mets baseball here and all kinds of other good stuff. But listen to this. Brett Beatty, once again, he's back down there in Syracuse. We all know he got sent back down last week, I think it was. He's back tearing it up down there in Syracuse, his last game, or at least one of the games that I checked in on. He had 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, and I mean, it seems to be an ongoing thing. Every single time that he gets sent back down to Syracuse, AAA Syracuse, it's the same thing. He starts tearing up and doing really well, comes up to the big leagues, and then he immediately struggles. So I think he's definitely what you would call like a 4A player or whatnot, and he seems to excel down there. So like I said, all in all, really good win. Mets are 20-9, first team to 20 wins. They are going to see Diamondbacks tomorrow. I didn't check to see who the probable pitchers are yet, but should be a good game. Should be a good series. I believe it's a 3-game set. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we do see the Diamondbacks tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening or whatnot to start that series, and that's going to be at home. And I look forward to watching that game, checking it out, getting some analysis and some rundowns, and coming back here and talking to you guys on Let's Talk New York Mets Baseball. Subscribe, like, share, all of that good stuff. Appreciate you guys. Take it easy.